Just want to make this little video here on how to install a Trac-Vac 662 leaf vacuum system on the 3-point hitch of a tractor. Okay, I got these arms removed, and because I'm old and I'm forgetful, I write on there left and right, and which is inside and which is outside and top and bottom, so because I just don't remember like I used to when I was 35. But anyway, take this one off and I move this one across down here. And you got to remember there's a washer down here on the bottom of this, so you don't want to lose that. I put the washer back on here so I remembered it. So now I got it all prepared and get the other pieces out, and I'll get back to you and show you the other pieces when I get them out here, and we'll get them on. Okay, now these pieces here, this goes on, hooks on up here, and then it hooks onto the leaf vac. And this goes down here to replace your lifting arm. And you got the same thing for the other side here. We got these, and these go on this side. So we'll get them on, and then we'll get back to you and show you what we have, and then we'll be ready to move the leaf vac up here and get it hooked up and get it on there once we get everything prepared. Okay, basically what I did is I pulled the pin off here and I took this off because this piece here, and as you see I have it marked left outside, that goes in here and it goes over this sleeve. And then we got to put this piece here back on. It gets a little contrary, but you just got to work with it till you get it back on. Get everything lined up just right. Kind of helps if you take that pin out. You can get this on there where you want it, and then you put your retainer pin on. We're going to do the same thing over on this side with this one here for this side. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to put these up here on this. So pull this pin out, put that through there. And then I start out with dropping, like 7. That's where I start, and then I adjust from there. And we do the same on this side. And put this in over here. And then what you got to do is, of course, put your retainer in so it don't fall out. Same over here. Put this one in. Okay, I'm going to stick this pin here back in here just to keep this thing stable for now. We can move that around here when we get done. But next thing to go on are these. And I have it marked. This is the top, this side goes out, and this is on the left. And they go up here and here. So I got to take this pin out, and I got to put this in, and then I got to do the same here with this one. And I got this marked top out, and so forth. So I'm going to put that in next, and we'll be about ready to put the vac on. Okay, I got this pin out here, and I'm going to take this arm here, and then that goes out here. Pin goes in there. Got that out there. We got to get this back up and get it lined up so this can go through. Get that over there. And then top outside. It's going to go here. Put the retainer back in. Okay. I think I'm ready to get the leaf back up. Okay, here's the Trac-Vac leaf collection system. I made this handy dandy little cart to make this job a lot easier. It's kind of crude, but it works. And I made this right here, right down there. You can stick the transmission jack, which I have transmission jack. If you don't have a transmission jack, you could use a floor jack. Get this up and get it level. And I made this system here to hold it on there so it doesn't fall off. So we're gonna get back here and get this lined up, and we'll show you what you gotta do to hook it up. Okay, now I'm gonna get this transmission jack underneath this and get this raised up. This slides right in there, and I can get this jacked up and so and get everything lined up, and then I'll show you what we got to hook up. Before I made this little contraption here, almost killed myself trying to do this by myself. I was down here one night, nobody around, and I was jacking this thing up with a regular jack, and it fell off the jack like that. Wasn't ready, and I got pinched in between the tractor and this, and I couldn't move hardly, so it wasn't real pretty, but I get out. So I thought there's got to be a better way here, so I made this, and so far with this has worked out pretty well. So I'll get this lined up, and then I'll get back and show you what I got to hook up. Okay, this might be a little hard to see here. I'm going to do my best, but got this pretty close here, so what we got to do first, we got to hook this arm here into this first, and then we got to get this arm up and put it on out here, and then we got to go around to the other side and do the same thing, and then we got to pull this pin here up here at the top so we can hook this onto the top of this. So I'm going to get this hooked up, and then we'll get back and show you the finished product. Okay, I got this thing hooked up here. Got this hooked up on top. Got that in. I just got to make some adjustments here to get everything level once I take the jack out. And this is in the inside of this. And these arms go on the outside, and then you got to put your lock pins in so it doesn't come apart, of course. That goes without saying. But that's why I made this little stand, because without that, it's a little hard to get lined up being down on the ground. You got to get it just right, and it's a lot of fiddling. I didn't bore you with all the fiddling, but we got it hooked up here and everything, and the same on this side. These go on the inside, that goes in the out. Now we'll get this thing off the jack and get it level and get everything adjusted, and see where we're at with that. You got to pull this pin and move this thing back here and get everything level, and then we'll hook up the chutes. So I'll be back. Okay, we're down to this. We got this chute here right there to put on the mower deck, and we got the connector chute to connect it to the motor. There's the motor, and then that chute there goes from the motor up to the leaf catcher. So we're gonna take care of this and get this on. I'll try to film all this. The worst part's putting that motor on. It's a little heavy for an old guy, but we'll get her. We'll be back. Okay, this part takes a little fiddling. So, sometimes it drops right on, other times you gotta fiddle a little bit. First thing you gotta do is put that all the way up. In this round hole, you gotta get that. I have better luck starting it first, I think. If I remember right. Don't remember like I used to. You're gonna hold that up. Down with the hole. There you are. That's in place. Okay, we're gonna pick this motor up and put it on there. As soon as I undo the strap that holds it on. A little cart I made. Well, I didn't make it. I acquired it somehow. Not sure how, but I did. Okay. Here we go. Well, that went pretty good. I slicked it up with a little WD-40 so it slides right in there. And go get the pin and insert it in there so it doesn't fall off. Went the wrong way. Okay, now we're going to put the connector on between the motor and the mower deck. And this is just held on with the regular old worm gear clamp. And then this part down here goes on the mower deck collection tube. It's kind of neat because it has an attachment here. This thing slides on here like thusly. Like that. And then you put it on there. This piece here locks on like that, and it's set up for a remote. And if you go into my playlist, you'll see me using the remote. Get my wife in there to operate the tractor, and I get out there with this remote, and I can get into flower beds and in tight places you can't get into the tractor. And that works out pretty good. So we're going to tighten up this clamp here. We'll move you around here. Tighten this clamp up, and then we're going to put the collection tube on there. Okay, that's that. Hope it didn't block the view. And this slides on over everything. This slides on there. This goes in here. I put a double thing on here to hold this in place because there's a lot of pressure coming out of there. Sometimes it can come off, so I made like a safety latch on there so if it does come off, it's got a catch. I did that. And the other thing I did, pointed this out in another video, but I put a little window in here because that way, you know, if you can't notice the tone of the, you can tell by the tone of the mower and the motor and stuff when it's full. But this makes it nice. You can see when it's starting to get full, and that way you don't get it over full. Because when you get it over full, it's a pain in the neck. The leaves get packed in there, it's hard to unload. But you always take this off before you open that up to dump the leaves. Just undo that. It just snaps up and comes off. And that makes it a lot easier. But anyway, that's the Trac-Vac that mounts on the 3-point hitch of the Kubota tractor. I've had this thing for, I guess, this 11th or 12th year. Maybe more, maybe 15 years. I don't know. I've lived here 20 years, and I had it like 2 years after I moved here because I had so many leaves to do. It just got out of control. But this thing really makes it easy. It's worked flawlessly. And I just put a new spark plug in this motor this year. But other than that, it's pretty simple. It just takes a little time. And you do it a couple times, you get onto it. But you can see how you can, this is part of the leveling process here. And then down here you can pull this pin and move this if you don't like the way it's sitting or if it shifts or something like that. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope this helps somebody, and I just want to give a little how-to and review on this. Thanks for watching.